everybody. Welcome to the Zach of All Trades professional paint booth, where at this very moment I've not yet made up my mind as to what color this dude is going to get painted. So I figure maybe I'll just go ahead and start masking it, and eventually it will come to me. Maybe I'll just run out of time and I'll just have to grab whichever can is closest. I don't know. And I put out the vote to you guys as to which color, black or blue. And I will say that there was a clear majority. It was not a landslide, nor was it anywhere close to unanimous, but there was a clear majority. The more that I thought about it, the more that I wasn't quite sure still which is which. And there are some ups and some downs, and there were some fantastic suggestions, some justifications made by some of you guys out there, such as the fact that if this is painted a color, a bright color, it's far less likely to get set down and walked away from. That's a valid point. The brighter the better in that sense. Oh no. I mentioned how professional this paint booth is. At any rate, there's that factor, but then to counter that, there's the fact that it would be a bit more, what's the word, traditional, a bit more classic, I guess, if it were simply black, which is very true. That's something that I try to do a lot in my shop, is with my tools. I try to go fairly classic with them. Oh, quit it. There's also the fact that painting it blue would somewhat make it mine, because, well, you're probably not going to find many other blue ones out there. And the fact that I have used that blue for tools for projects in the past, so it's kind of it's a color that exists already in my shop. So that's kind of cool. That's a good justification. There's the fact that my dad's favorite color was blue. I mean, really, I was kind of reaching for some straws here as to a good reason to pick one color over the other. I have also, though, used the black. I used the black on the Stanley Bailey number 5 hand plane that I restored. That turned out really nice. I was really happy with that. So I guess what I'm getting at is that I still don't have a real good reason to pick one over the other. Another suggestion that I had was to go with whichever can was the emptiest. I thought that was a fun one. It gives me a reason to get rid of whichever can it is. So in the end, I'm really glad to know that those of you who weighed in on this opinion are of the caliber of people who will not be offended if I don't take your suggestion. What that is right there, that's a little bit of power of suggestion. I'm really hoping that those of you who voted for the other color won't be saddened if I don't pick your color. There we go. Oh, I guess I'm really not doing that on the cameras, am I? Alright, it's down to the wire. I still can't figure it out, so I'm shaking them both. As I'm doing so, I wanted to thank Gary Clinton. Not sure how you say it, Gary. I say it Gary Clinton. I'm not going to ask if you're any relation to the presidential candidate. We'll leave that one alone. At any rate, Gary pointed out some potential safety violations in my shop yesterday. Not because he wanted to be a stickler himself, but just to relieve me of the potential of being hounded by the safety Sallies. And I have to tell you, Gary, thank you. I couldn't agree with you more. This restoration's been really neat, really kind of special to me for a handful of different reasons. One, obviously, it's a big deal that this tool belonged to my grandfather, and I was able to sort of rescue it at a crossroads, so to speak, from where it would have either melted into the ground or been brought back to glory. The second thing was how well it turned out. It turned out far better than I expected when I first dug it up out of the dirt. But the third thing was the amount of interaction that I've had with you guys during this project. I've had more responses, more comments on this project than I think than everything else combined, and I really appreciate that. In the end, the color that I chose was chosen as much, if not more, for the durability of the paint itself as it was the color. It was pretty neck and neck, and I went back and forth often. But here it is. It's a tool that I am exceptionally proud of, and I'm pretty sure that Grandpa would be pleased with the result. What do you think? Thanks for watching.